broadcast does not reflect or represent the views of WTMP, its officers, staff, or advisors. Listen to the Call for Help show with attorney Paul Rebein every Saturday morning at M right here on WTMP. And if you need a personal injury attorney, call the Rebein Brothers PA at 813-305-7285. 813-305-7285.
Good morning and welcome to the Call for Help show. I'm your host, attorney Paul Rebein. With me in the studio, as always, is Robin Lockett and Malcolm in the middle. Good morning, guys.
Happy birthday.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday and good morning. How about that?
That's right.
I'm going to start saying Merry Christmas every day.
Well, you can do that. You should celebrate it every day.
I do want to wish happy birthday to my wife, Lori. Her actual birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
sis.
happy birthday, Lori.
Red bottom. Happy birthday.
Yes, former co-host on the show. She's enjoying her birthday weekend. I just made waffles and sausage and served it to her in bed. So,
Okay.
She's getting the royal treatment this weekend. She always gets it. But
every day, but that's good.
Now, was it the sausage in the box, or did you really go get some sausage and, squish them all up with your hand and then lay them down?
Make them.
Right.
It was the Uncle John's. It was not in a box. It was like one of those new ones.
Uncle John's?
Yeah.
I've never heard of those. Oh, okay. That must be something new. Uncle John's.
Yeah, Uncle John's.
Okay.
It's not breakfast sausage. It was actually left over.
No, you didn't, Paul. You shouldn't have said that.
He just started tearing it down. Tore the fort down.
I know.
That's the kind she likes, but it's the kind you eat for dinner or whatever. It's not breakfast.
Oh, smoked sausage, something like that.
Yeah, like you get in the refrigerated section of the grocery store.
Gotcha. 10-4.
But the waffles were good.
You're supposed to squeeze the orange juice fresh, not pour it out.
Oh, now
make fresh waffles. If you want to make fresh waffles, go buy the waffle maker, and you have it in a hotel. You make it.
Couple of eggs, milk, flour, all that stuff.
Well, waffle got flour in it, so that should count for something.
Happy birthday!
And it's not even the actual birthday yet.
Oh, so you do the real deal tomorrow. So we just prepping you for tomorrow.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Well, tomorrow I'm making dinner, so.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, Paul, are you having Thanksgiving at your house again this Thanksgiving?
No, I'm going to New York.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't come by and get my plate. But that's good.
Yeah.
It's cold.
He gonna have pumpkin pie.
No. No, I'm not allowed to get any pumpkin pie.
I know it. I told you, man, it doesn't work.
I've forgotten. I haven't eaten it so long. I'm on team sweet potato pie.
I told you.
I've been converted. I admit it.
Converted.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with pumpkin too.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Just can't mess with sweet potato pie. That's all.
Well, I tend to agree with you. If you want to talk to us, give us a call, 888-247-8712.
So what do you guys think about the election?
Well, I wanted to hear first how the turnout was at your event and turnout overall in Tampa. So I went to the event to the very end of it.
Yeah, you made it. It was. You know what? It's a continuation of a vision that was already in place, right? Because, like I said, we started that Park to the Polls with the Democratic Black Caucus. So I just picked it up again and put a little swing to it. But it was good. We had 527 votes come through C. Blythe Andrews on that day.
Wow.
And what were they getting normally?
In the 200s.
Okay.
That's huge.
So, but it goes to, it serves so many purposes, right? Because when you start talking about it, when you start encouraging people to, get out the vote, reminding them, hosting events, people will come out, right? It may not be top on their priority at that time, but they will come out. And for those that didn't come out, they called me and told me, hey, I'm dropping my ballot off to that precinct, or I'm going that morning, or something of that nature. But it was a real. Val Demings came out and she marched with us. Karen Hernandez, she was running for lieutenant governor. She came out and did the wobble with the kids. Kathy Castor, of course, was there. Orlando Goose and Lynn Hertek was there. So, some of the electeds did come out, and all of them were invited. But it turned out to be a good event, a real good. We had great food.
Mm-hmm.
We left with nothing. When I say nothing, people were scraping the pots.
Wow.
Yeah, you had great sponsors.
And we had great sponsors. See, and Paul, you didn't even give me a darn card because I couldn't even tell people where you were. Paul Rebein, sight unseen, he does it. And I really appreciate it. Serenity, no, ask everybody. I can't remember everybody, but everybody. Serenity, assisted living facility, just everybody. I appreciate it.
Okay, now that was the good news. I'm thinking there was a great turnout overall, because there was definitely a full red wave in Florida and in Hillsborough County.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people were probably surprised about DeSantis winning, for whatever reason. He's been leading in the polls, and obviously he had way more money to spend. But as you went down the ticket, I think people maybe did get surprised. We had 2 Democratic Hillsborough County commissioners, sitting commissioners, who lost their seat.
I was surprised about that.
I think they were too.
I was surprised about that. And so I have an email. I have to find it. But the difference also was that, at least for the federal, the states, I think they didn't get a lot of money into Florida, wherein they spent all of these different DCCC, all of those different entities that connect with the Florida Democratic with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party did not send money to help these individuals win, meaning that they showed a comparison in 2018 or 2020, $58 million. This year, $1.8 million.
Wow.
What?
They did not invest in Florida.
I think people are just conceding that Florida is no longer a swing state. It's except maybe in presidential election. That's about it.
I don't think of it as being a loss, to be honest. I think that now is the time for the Democratic Party to they need to change leadership, for one. I'm a firm believer of that, because they have people that's not in touch. The whole time Charlie Crist was here, I only heard Charlie. What did you hear, Charlie? What message did you hear Charlie Crist state that he was going to be serious about?
Abortion.
Okay, you in the Black community. Are we worried about abortion? That's not top with us.
But that was the the issue that people thought was going to play.
Other people.
Yeah, and
other people.
Democracy. Well, I heard an interesting analysis as to why Florida, the results in Florida, was a red wave, and they were expecting it elsewhere where it didn't happen. And what they came down to was, in the states where the Democrats did best, abortion was on the ballot.
That's right.
Or they had a person that was running who, said that the election was stolen and things like that. And it was kind of like the people didn't want to vote for them. But in Florida, and I hadn't really thought about this because it certainly could have happened, it was interesting after Roe versus Wade was overturned. I kind of thought, okay, here we go. Now we're going to get an all-out ban on abortion in Florida. DeSantis is going to be all over it. It never happened.
Because he had, they were fighting it already. They were already in the Supreme Court to question or to see the validity of the law that was just passed with the 15 weeks, no incest and so forth.
But I don't know if I should give him this much credit, but in hindsight, it looks like maybe he understood that if he made that an issue, then that's the issue that Democrats are going to do better on. So if you just kind of leave it general, I oppose abortion or whatever, but Florida, it's still legal, even though now they've restricted it to 15 weeks. I think that played well for him, or maybe that was just a coincidence. But I
think possibly a coincidence, because like I said, because seriously, they had just passed. They just it was in the Supreme Court being looked at in regards to the 15 with the 15 whatever happened, the 15 week ban.
Well, Malcolm, we got a comment here on the Facebook page.
Okay.
The sun is hitting Malcolm perfectly. Looking amazing in the sunlight.
I think you're making that up, Paul, but okay.
I swear.
I can't see it, Malcolm.
Yeah, that's why I know Paul don't make up anything.
No, I could not make that up.
The sun is hitting me perfectly.
They said the sun is hitting Malcolm perfectly. Wow. Looking amazing in the sunlight. And then they put an emoji with a tear, like they were in cheers.
Now Paul is making this up. Trust me. When he goes to that extreme, even if they said it, Paul's gonna take it to the next degree. Trust me.
Well, you got a fan out there, Malcolm.
Okay. Give us I appreciate it.
No, I think that it's time for it's I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's an awakening. I think that even the grassroots organizations that were here that chose not to pivot when they found out that, because so just understand, like with Florida Rising, we get our money from entities to get out the vote. So when the philanthropists and so forth say, hey, we're not investing in Florida anymore, that limits what we can do. Because all during the year, we have a pot of money to organize around issues. So two separate things, C3 and C4, right? So how do you even think about pivoting to get out the vote when you don't have the money to do it? Because that means you're hiring people from the outside. You're doing all of those things, right? So it was a bad time. And to be honest, nobody was engaged. You knock on doors, nobody was engaged. You go to true statement. We have to have a real conversation about what is important to people, and it can't be an overlay to include everything. When you're coming to a community and you have the pulse of that community, you have to understand what that community is going through, because they're not all the same.
Right.
Issues are not all the same.
It's tough, though. I think that people don't have a lot of interest in some of these local issues. State government is sort of boring or whatever. It's not anything that they follow, and so it's hard. You can get people excited about a presidential race because it's clear, it's simple, one person versus another person. But when it comes down to these local and state elections, it's harder to get people engaged.
And those are the ones that affect your everyday life.
That's true.
So let's take the county commissioner with and I was surprised about that loss, but the county commissioner has always been red. 4 years ago was the first time that it turned blue, and when we had the majority. So so it's back to what it normally is. But I was surprised about it. But let's even take that. So all that money.
Do you think did they get anything accomplished during the time that they had the power to point to as a reason to keep them in power? Can you tell me something that the county commission did?
Kim Overman did a lot around housing. That ARC money that came down here, they focused a lot around housing to make to hinder the hemorrhaging of the things that were going around housing. But people don't connect those two, right? So if they don't have the majority to get that passed, when more money comes, where's that money going to go?
But
it may not go to the R3 program anymore.
One of the issues that I've always heard people campaign on is, we're in favor of public transportation. We want to get rail. We want to deal with this traffic. We want to stop.
They were in support of that.
I didn't see any of that.
Oh, they were in support of it. They didn't really promote it like that. I didn't see.
But I'm saying, what did they do? What have they done during the time that they had to get that done?
Well,
I'm not saying they didn't, because I don't even know. But
so for 2 years they've tried. Well, for they've tried to get it on a ballot because and to get it passed. They got it passed one time, and the language was wrong on it. Pushed it because they really pushed it the first time. This time they didn't. I didn't see them out. I saw that they supported it. But like they did the last time, I don't know. But they support transportation. Yeah.
Well, you can support it, but it would be nice to have something tangible to look at. That, like, oh heck, okay, we got that. We got that during that time. I mean, I know these things take a long time to get done.
So what you're saying is very true. Because as somehow I pay a little attention to county commissioners. The only thing I can attest to in regards to something, a policy that has passed and so forth, is the programs they implemented around housing. So what you're saying, for you not to be able to name the things that happened, I not off the cuff, I can't.
Well, if we got any county commissioners listening that want to call in and tell us what's actually gotten done, give us a call, 888-247-8712. Well, now the election's over, Robin, you can sit back and relax for the rest of the year.
Oh no! Oh yeah, for the rest of the year. I was dog tired. I really was. I was like, oh my God. I was Friday and Thursday and Friday. I was on my couch with my mouth open, beat. But we have another election coming up in March, and those beware. We need to get strong city council people in that's going to really not speak to the issues. Not only that, but act on the issues also. I'm sick and tired of the city council. Some of them not voting and putting it in the hands of the people. That's the thing that confuses me. They won't put it in the hands of the people for the people to vote on.
Robin, why don't you run?
Why
don't you run? Why don't you run?
I'm thinking about it.
You should.
I'm thinking about it.
You should do that.
What's there to think about?
I'm telling you, you should be running for that.
I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm thinking about it. I am considering it. I
think you should.
You heard it here.
We're fresh off the press, huh?
That's right. Yeah.
You considering running for what?
I don't know yet.
Yes, she does.
She does.
She's not saying.
No. So this is the thing. Okay, so I am not a poker player, and y'all know I don't have a poker face, and I don't have a poker mouth. I don't keep quiet and keep my no. If it's wrong, that's what I'm gonna say is wrong. If it, I don't play games like that, and I can't. Just we need the right people in office that's gonna do something, regardless of what the lobbyists say, what administration says. The fear. Because we're always with the people. The people is what gets you in office.
That's why you should run. That's why you should run.
Yeah.
See, it's people like you that should be running. See, I'll vote for you. I'm being honest. I would vote for you. It's people like you that should run, but you're sitting back, I don't know. No, it's you that what this city needs. Yeah. Someone who's going to be vocal, somebody who's not going to play the game, is going to be, if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, you're going to speak out on it.
It's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong.
You're not playing the poker game. There. That's why you should run. That's more reasons why you should.
Well, that would be interesting. You better get on it, Robert, if you're going to be doing it in March. Because
you should.
You got to get organized now.
Mm-hmm. There's your biggest donor right here.
Who, Malcolm?
You, me and you. She gonna have my full support. I'm gonna do whatever she asks me to do.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I
really will.
All right. Give us a call. 247-8712 if you think Robin should run.
Listen now, I cannot be y'all guinea pigs. I'm the guinea pig for dating. I'm the guinea pig for bourbon. I'm the guinea pig.
Now, you get a lot of support. You get a lot of support.
Heard about any dating? Give us the update on that.
I'm still single. That's the update.
Hey, if you want to ask Robin out, give us a call.
You know what?
Look at Paul. It's crazy. That man is nuts.
Oh, Paul. It was a Hispanic lady. Did she call? She came out to the park Saturday. She says, I called that station and told them that they're not listening to you.
She sure did. She sure did.
She came out to the park Saturday. She said, I am with you. They are not listening to you on that show.
Meanwhile, you had hung up the phone and we were trying to get you on the phone.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was upset. And,
yeah, she was upset.
She said we just wanted to talk about the lottery and
She's like, how dare you? Like,
yeah, she did. She said, how dare you?
Okay.
Ooh, man,
seriously, we have to really.
Yes, Facebook comments. One doesn't have to have a head. If one doesn't have a head and a heart for the people, one should not be a leader.
That's true.
And then we got your secret admirer, Malcolm. You should run too.
Nah, I'm too straightforward. They don't want to hear the way I come because I'm coming like a swinging axe. Because I'm all about what's right, and politics has a lot of, like Robin says, a lot of games going in there, and I wouldn't play any game.
It's a dirty business.
Yeah, it's a dirty business.
People make it a dirty business. You know what I'm saying? It is just like with my job. It is hard for me to separate my job from my job because this is something I do, all the time. Just so happen, community work is what I do. Just so happen, they're crazy enough to pay me money to do it. Right? Mm. So if you do have the heart for the people, because I know what it is, I'm still poor. Right? I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is not to know where to know to get information. I know what it is not to have resources or not know how to find resources. I know what it is. So that's why I go through hell and high water. If I don't know, I'll find it out for you.
That's why the people are going to vote for you.
To help you.
Somebody record that. That's a first commercial.
That's why the people are going to vote for you, Robin. That's why they're going to go. They're going to come out and I'm telling you, they're going to vote for you. That's a fact.
The campaign slogan is, I know what it is.
I know what it is.
You are the people.
You know, we have to take it. You put yourself in other shoes, and those people are the ones that vote that vote you in.
Right.
Those are the ones that, and it's tiring. It is tiring.
Yes.
But it is education. Empowerment is education. Education is empowerment, right? When they know, they know. All those people that I brought down to city council, and it's been hundreds of them. 99% of them have never been down to city council. Wouldn't know what it is. Didn't even know where it was. But I guarantee they're going to be engaged in that election come March. Guarantee you that.
Mm-hmm.
All the no votes, guarantee you that. All the hey, they cry with the people at the podium and then go vote against them when it's time. That is ridiculous.
Let me tell you, when it's election time, they're going to show up at your event and take a picture with you.
Now, one thing about these electors, they know I don't play that nonsense. They know I do not play. Orlando Goose has been a champion. Lynn Hertek has been a champion. Bill Carlson, he speaks out on things, you know. So he's cool. He's a somewhat champion, because some of the things that around housing he didn't agree with, but he told me he didn't agree with it. He didn't come up and sugarcoat it and say, "Hey, I'm going to support it," and then turn around. I'm surprised that you're not supporting it. You know. So, but Citro, unfortunately, I like Louis Vieira and Miranda and Guido. And Guido is the swing vote. That's what kills me about him. He is a swing vote, and he always plays his vote to the administration and then whine why we don't get along. That is amazing to me with him.
Interesting. Well, we anxiously await the campaign announcement.
You know what?
Yes, a beautiful slogan. I am the people, and that's for real. You really are.
It is.
I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could use Malcolm's favorite, what it do.
Yeah, that man is a nut.
No,
That's something you should consider, though. Seriously, you should consider it. Yeah.
I have faith in our community. We are gonna, when we know better, we do better. And I think about all the conversations about us not getting out to vote. When I was 19, I wasn't thinking about voting. Right, but something happened for me to become aware. So we have to have patience in regards to that. Right? Remember how we were when we were that age. Not everybody was astute in civic engagement, right? But when I got it and understood it, I did it.
Yeah, some people just don't even know how to do it. Don't even know how to register, where to go,
correct,
what it entails. But we're going to try to teach them. But unfortunately, our time is up for this week on the Call for Help show. We will see everybody next week. Have a great weekend. So I won't be here, but
where are you going to be? Oh,
in New York. So we'll see you the week after that on the Call for Help show. Bye.
Goodbye.